Hello Taurus, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie. Blazer the Morkie has abandoned post for a different cushion, so he may or may not show up later, but we are here to bring you your reading for the next 10 days. On this reading, we'll pull a card for your overall energy. We're going to be taking a look at your energies and then the energies connected to you and how they dance and mingle in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Tauran collective. Keep in mind, these are general readings. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Also, you can check out your sun, moon, rising, or north node reading placements. You can also cross-watch for a romantic interest, friend, or family member. Check out the description below because there is where I have links to personal readings and connecting with me on social media, amongst some other goodies. All right, Taurus, let's get your overall energy here from the Wildwood Tarot. There we go. There we go. Taurus, you got the number 14 card, Balance, which in this deck is represented this way with two dragons that are wound up around a very cool tree. This is the Temperance card. Interestingly, this is Sagittarius energy. You could find yourself very goal-oriented right now or focusing very specifically on one area of your life. On your side, you get the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. What it looks like you're focusing on is your own inner knowledge, wisdom, and intuition. Being able to find your way of sharing that with others and have there be, excuse me, this might be where a little block is, where you are trying to find the way you can do what you love with who you love to be around and who you love to help and get a proper, fair, beautiful, abundant exchange for it. So you may be trying to figure that out, but I think that's what you might be focused on right now. For the person connected to you, they get the Chariot, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups. This person may be in a bit of a resting pattern. I don't know if they really are comfortable with that. You could be dealing with a Cancerian energy here, or just somebody who's clammed up or shelled up a bit walled off with this Chariot. They have the Four of Swords up next. They are going through a time of great healing, and the Five of Cups is sadness or grief connected to that healing. So their Chariot may not be charging forward as much as it possibly could. They may be in a bit of a pause, trying to regain their balance, which is the overall energy. In the connective energies, you all get the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. It's looking like a brand new practical beginning is on the horizon, or an understanding. The Knight of Cups is loving energies, offers of love. Let's get into this, Taurus. On the surface, this looks really good. And I like the intentions here that you're coming with. Let's look at this High Priestess for you. The Five of Swords and the World card. I really am picking up here that for some of you, you have learned, sometimes the hard way, how to trust your intuition. And there's been times in the past, I think you fought it. I think there's been these little pockets of fear inside of you that if you fight what your intuition is telling you, that it's going to end something in your life and you're afraid of that ending, or you're in conflict with that internally. And that is something that we take the risk with. We have to take the risk of knowing that if we follow what our intuition and our true path is with that High Priestess, our true balanced path that we're supposed to walk in this lifetime, there oftentimes has to be a trust, a blind trust of the universe that if something's meant to end as a result of us choosing our path, then it was meant to end. So that's what you're showing me here. Like you're in a little bit of conflict with that at times. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes. For the Three of Cups, this is what you share with others, coming together, being jovial, having fun. You get the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. You may be so focused on this goal or one other person at this time, that you're a little bit stingy about sharing your time with others, or you may just feel like your energy reserves are a little bit on the low side. And so it's, unless somebody is really willing to come forward and initiate and take some of the weight of social events and gatherings and get-togethers. And I'm wondering if you're not already anticipating like holiday situations. Some of you could be feeling like you're kind of having premonition energies about that, and you may be spot on with that. It feels like you're a little like, should I give my energy and time to that? What will I agree to? What must I set a boundary with? That kind of thing is already coming up inside of you, or is coming up at this time for some reason. Now, if you find this reading when it's not a holiday, there might be a birthday, you know, just substitute whatever's coming up that you might feel a little apprehension about. For the Six of Pentacles, you get the Strength and the Knight of Cups. So this is a Leo energy coming in, another strong sign like the Taurus, the Leo, the Bull, the Lion. And I don't know that this could be a physical relationship imbalance that you're experiencing now, or it could be your fear of that. With that Six of Pentacles representing exchange, and you showing me your back turned here to love. It's almost like if the exchange isn't equal, then you have a hard time facing the relationship. And understanding your own strength, the power of your actions, I think you could be looking to people in your life to be strong in their actions, maybe not necessarily their words, but their actions, or you're working on that yourself. You're working on being strong, having strength in your words, but also then the follow-up actions. And there may be these times where you feel like, well, you have the Two of Cups here, and then you have the Eight of Cups, where you may not be ready for a partnership or to dedicate a lot of time and energy to a partnership or even social endeavors or get-togethers or things like that. You may feel a bit like, I need to just go love on myself. I need to go find my balance for a little while. There may be these energies. So you're telling me you have to be strong through that because you're probably interacting with other people. That's what humans do, right? So could be triggering in some of your relationships. For this other person, the Chariot that they got, that I felt was a little bit paused, they got the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Their thoughts tend to move faster than their actions, so they may be communicating words to you, but then the actions are delayed. And part of the reason is they don't have their own personal momentum going here. I don't think they're doing it intentionally or have any kind of ill will or anything about it. They just, everything sounds good and convincing when it comes out of their mouth, but they don't always follow it up with the actions, or they aren't realistic about when and how they're going to follow up with those actions. And so it may, again, the energy feels stalled. It feels stalled out there. Let's look at this healing, though. It might have to do with what they're trying to heal. Yes, and they get the Magician and the Ten of Swords. This person is healing an energy of death, of something ending and being done this lifetime. They are trying to possibly manifest over this energy, and by that I mean they might try to be kind of usurping their healing time and the needs that they would have around surrendering themselves to the healing process here, to the process of healing grief or whatever has come to an end for them. They may try to be manifesting over, like putting their manifestation energies above the needs of their healing. And that's not really the best place to manifest from. You want to manifest from a place of more acceptance and a more healed state. We're always healing. We're always on a journey. Nobody's perfect, but it looks like they're prioritizing the doing over the healing, if that makes sense. Let's look at this grief for them, the sadness. They get the 10 of Wands and the Tower. Yeah. So towers come in for people when they really need to learn an important lesson. And for this person, it may be facing their sadness, their grief, whatever ending that they have been connected to here. Because otherwise, they're going to carry this burden for the rest of their lives. They could be a little hard on themselves. They're unwilling to forgive themselves for something, and it feels more like, to me, like something that they're not really at fault for, but in their mind, they made up their mind that something was their fault. I don't know what that is, but they seem to be carrying that around like a burden, a comfortable burden. But with the Tower coming in here, the universe, if they don't pay attention and put their healing first and acknowledge that, the universe is going to come in and let them know in some way, shape, or form, in no uncertain terms, right? So let's look at this Knight of Cups in the middle of the energies between the two of you. You bring in the 9 of Pentacles. They bring in the Knight of Wands. Could be dealing with them being extremely passionate toward you, and you understanding the place that they're coming from, being a little slower moving with them. And that may at times cause the two of you to turn away from one another, or just maybe even need a little space. I think the magnitude for what they have been going through maybe has not been acknowledged, and part of their Knight of Wands, and it's kind of turning away from your 9 of Pentacles here, is kind of facing back to their direction, tells me that that is where the transformational energies are trying to take them back to themselves. And with these other energies that they're working with, it's like they're trying to resist it. There's a bit of resistance here. And I get it. They don't have to do it the same way as everybody else. This is probably a person who wants to do it their own way. Also probably a person who, you know how some people, you just have to convince them that something was their idea? That's their kind of energy, feels like that to me. Like, even if it's the most brilliant idea and you're like, hey, try this, until they feel like they thought of that, almost like they have to forget you told them so that they can be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. And you're like, I told you that 2-3 months ago, but you know, it's kind of one of those types of energies. Let's look at this Ace of Pentacles. These cards are sticking here. Okay, so you're bringing the energy of the 10 of Pentacles to the Ace. They have the 5 of Pentacles. Different energies here, different places in the Pentacle progress. You're at the 10, which means that your focus is filling the stores, filling the banks, filling the savings accounts, filling your material world needs, getting a nice solid grasp on what has come in and what's going out and how you're going to navigate all that. You're bringing that into a full picture for yourself. That's very important for you, full picture. It's like you both have this opportunity for some sort of physical material world beginning, and you're really looking at the whole picture. They're stuck in a little bit of abandonment kind of energy with that 5 of Pentacles. It's like there's, even if this person has money, it's like empty. There's this empty feeling with them there. And so even though there's love here, there's attraction, there may be some care and some genuine care, I'm not sure that this relationship is yet in the best balance to move forward. You two are in different kinds of energies, and it may just take a little time. And you know, honestly, that Temperance card, that's the patience that is needed in this situation. And it seems to me like you kind of know that. I don't know if you're communicating that the best all the time, Taurus. You may need to up the ante in the communication a bit more here. But there's some nice energies here. It's just this person needs to acknowledge and prioritize their healing. And you got some of your own things going on. So that's okay. That's navigating the world in relationship to others. That's how it works, right? We have to navigate. We have to be willing to transform. We have to take the actions that bring things into balance. Let's look at the whispers of Alotion. Motion of the ocean. Let's look at Whispers of the Ocean, the Oracle card deck, and get you a card to close off this reading today. Taurus, number 48, disengage from outcomes. Yes, that couldn't be more important than what I saw in this reading. Let go so you can open yourself up to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness that you might be holding on to. If you feel you have overreacted, take time to forgive yourself and allow yourself to learn from the situation. If someone else has hurt you, be willing to forgive him or her. Pay attention to how you are feeling, what you are thinking about, and what you desire. Take care to align your thoughts and words to attract your heart's desires. You can conquer any pain that comes your way. Understand how pain can help you grow. If someone has betrayed you and you do not think you could ever love again, challenge that belief. Yes, Taurus, and I do see loving energies coming toward you. I don't think you've given up completely, but we have this big energy of disengaging from the outcome in this particular relationship. The pressure of some sort of made up outcome is a little too much, I think, for this particular connection to handle at this time. So we need to lighten that a little, bring it into balance, which was the overall energy there. Taurus, thank you so much for joining. I can't wait to see you next time.